Okay, so let's have a look at the arrangement of another song. This song here is basically a ballad. It sort of starts off as a ballad. When I wrote it, it was definitely a ballad. But when I got to the chorus, I did feel that there was some energy there. So, you know, I sort of had this vision of like an energetic type of a chorus and a nice soft, you know, touchy and emotional, you know, intro and verses. It is an emotional song. It's about, you know, being far away from someone you love. And so, you know, that's the whole premise of it, right? So you're missing this person deeply. You wish you were together and you're not. So, okay, so there's that emotionality of it that always comes into play when we're talking about arrangement. Very, very important. But let's have a look at this song. I have it over here. It's called The Long Way. And basically what we're dealing with here is a song that has a few tracks. Okay, we've got, let's have a look here. Track count. Okay, we're not going to sort of count the effects, but yeah, I'd say these are all muted. So 80 tracks. As you can see, some tracks just have little bits and pieces on them. So it's good to separate them for a variety of reasons. We could talk about that in the recording video, but in arrangement here, what we're looking at is drums. Okay, we got bass to go with the drums, and we've got, of course, vocal. And we've got some background vocals here as well, I believe. Yes, we've got some background vocals here as well. And, of course, we've got a guitar, electric guitar. I don't believe there's any acoustic in this song. I don't think there is. It's just electric. And we have a solo. Again, of course, guitar. And then what do we have? Crush. Okay, so this is compression over here. Okay, so we got some EQ. And we've got compression happening here, which again will be part of the recording video. We'll look at that when we're recording. But arrangement-wise, we're dealing with this instrumentation. So when we look at the intro of this song, you're going to find here that there's nothing but guitar, okay? So it's just this electric guitar as an intro. And then there's a little bit of a solo, I believe. So this is the guitar. There's that solo. Okay. And the bass comes in here as well. Okay, so it's those three. The lead guitar, some rhythm guitar, and the bass, and of course the vocals come in here. And it comes alive. This continues until we get to the chorus. See what I mean by a ballad, right? And it's emotional, and it's... They all fade away, right? When I look into your pretty eyes. So, when I hear your sweet voice, sorry. Okay, right? Here, that energy is gonna come in, okay? That passion, that power of missing that person. Now it's a long, long way from your smile. Okay? That energy. We're still in the ballad realm, but, you know, we've got a lot of energy going on there, right? And it's going to pretty much stay that way until we get here in the transitional period, which is just a bit of lead guitar. Here we go. That's it, you know, just that energy of like how much you really miss this person, okay? Okay, and then we go into the verses again. So, but it's fully orchestrated in the verses now. We got drums and everything there. And so it just keeps going there until we get to the next chorus. There's some extra oomph there. And then we have a solo. And then we have an outro here. A different type of strumming for that guitar, okay? That background vocal comes in as well. There is background vocal sprinkled throughout the song, okay? So that's one of the arrangement things here where we have this background vocal, here, okay? So as you can see here, at the start, there is no background vocal at all. It comes in the chorus, okay?
Long, long way.
It's a long, long way. Okay.
And it's
okay. And in the chorus, the second chorus, she's in full on, okay?
long, long way from your smile.
It's the lead vocal here.
And it's all my heart desires.
Okay?
It's a long, long
She's there the whole time.
but all the while, when I'm sad,
And in the outro,
you take me.
I've got her down here. Yeah, that's it. It's this one.
It's a long
Okay? This part.
It's a long, long way, but all the while,
Okay.
you take
Little bits and pieces. That's why we have little bits and pieces sprinkled all over the place here. Okay, what does this one do? Let's see.
some way, yeah. Now it's a long, long way, yeah. Now it's a
Okay?
long, long.
So arrangement-wise, of course, the vocals are super important, but pretty much everything is important because they all form like a cohesive whole, right? They're meant to anyway. By the end of the project, you should have a song that is all instruments, all elements are working together to communicate a particular feeling, a message, a particular energy. It's very, very important that there's a cohesiveness there. So I start with the drums. I always start with the drums when I'm arranging. My drums and my acoustic guitar. I'll hold my acoustic guitar in my hand and I'll work on a drum beat. And of course, I'm always working within Easy Drummer, always. Okay, that's my drummer right there, and that's consistent and always something that I'm going through all these patterns and just working out the best pattern for a particular song. So okay, and then of course the second element would be the bass. These two have to work together. These two have to be like hand in hand, because that's the foundation, you know, of your house, okay, of your song. So that's gonna be solid. Timing has to be solid. That's why you see all these cuts here, because I'm not, I played this bass, and I'm not a bassist. I'm a guitarist. I do my best at the bass, but my timing is not always the best either. So I want it tight. So I'm always chopping here, moving things around. This is the beauty of, this day and age that we're living in, with these DAWs, these digital audio workstations that, you can do a lot in here. So we just expand this track, and usually I'll move it up. Usually I'll move it up right under the drums, right under the main drums here. I'll move it up, and then I'll just line everything up. So just line everything up, like the kick, especially the kick and the bass guitar. Just so I could have this tight, really tight, especially for a song like this. I want it really, really tight, and I don't want it all over the place, because it could start getting really messy. I've already got messy guitars in there. That's on purpose, of course. That's the feel of the song, but I don't want, like my drums and my bass all over the place, of course. Okay, but with arrangement, we're looking at this type of situation here where we're adding elements into a song that will actually communicate a vision that we have, communicate a story. the way that you want to do it is really up to you. It doesn't really, there are no rules here. Don't think that, oh, it has to be this way for this particular kind of song and whatever. Not really, okay? I decided to do this. I feel it works for the song. Something else could have been done for it too, There could have been something else there. It could have been fully orchestrated from the beginning as well, although I feel it gives it a lot more energy once we come into that chorus with everything coming in and all that energy, okay? So every song is going to require a different approach and a different arrangement. But when we're looking at the pop rock world, of course, it's pretty basic. You can add piano in there. You can add other elements in there. There's no question. You can add strings. But for the most part, you're looking at drums, bass, guitar, vocal. That's the pop rock genre. If we were in R&B, obviously hip hop, anything like that, we wouldn't be talking about guitars. But you're still dealing with drums and bass. Usually the bass is a synthetic bass. It's programmed in there. Usually, that's makes it a lot tighter and a lot less acoustic than the bass that you'd expect to hear in a rock or pop rock song. So it all depends on the genre, of course, as well. But in this genre that I'm primarily working in, this is the arrangement that you'd be looking at, and this is what I chose and decided for the song. Okay, so we had all these elements, and yeah. So hopefully that gives you some clues, that gives you some insight into arrangement, especially in this genre. You'll find that there are a lot of similarities in arrangement from one song to the next in this genre. But it's always good, I feel, to get the different approaches that can be used for different types of songs. Right? Ballads will have a different approach than the up-tempo and feel-good songs, like, the lyrics, what you're communicating will also dictate, the type of instruments that are in there. I wanted this to be like it is a bit sad, of course, because of the distance between the people, but at the same time, there's hope there, isn't there? And so when we get into the chorus, it's a long, long way, but it's like we'll see each other again. That's the underlying message here. It hurts, but, we'll get there. We'll get there, and I'll see you again. We'll be together and all that business. So I feel like this type of arrangement communicated that. What did you think? Let me know. Shoot me a message, shoot me an email. Always feel free to communicate with me. My doors are open. Wide open. And so, yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Until next time, take care of yourselves.